In all of comic book movie history, the heroes go through many character changes. But what happens when the character has to go to the same arc once again? This is the case of Wanda in the MCU. The terrible writing of Multiverse of Madness has made her character arc back to where we first saw her. Don't get me wrong, people will have different opinions on Wanda's character, and I truly respect it, but some things are not right about her. And if there are no changes, bringing back her is very tough. Let us look at where the last time we saw Wanda. She was the antagonist, gets corrupted, kills many people, crosses and breaks all the rules of nature and multiverse, only for her two kids which she could not get at the end of the film. Finally, she lets a whole mountain fall under her to let us think she died, but she of course didn't. Now, how we were first introduced to her. She was an orphan with her brother, joins hands with Ultron to take revenge on Stark and his allies, but gets to know Ultron would destroy the whole world, so joins Avengers and loses her brother too. And basically, Wanda was at the wrong side, got her redemption, become a hero, then she becomes the actual baddie, and now has to be redeemed again. Maybe others would think, what's wrong in that? You are crazy. You might think that, but this redemption arc now has to be more intensely dramatic than the last time we saw Wanda. There are some more stuff to be taken care as well. Transition between the show WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness movie of Wanda's power level was scaled up. Wanda got like 20 different powers in Multiverse of Madness, which each one getting used only for once. She had unlimited powers, she was at god level, but story wise, she was not engaging as the story required. Don't get me wrong again, I too enjoyed her, but story wise, I was getting confused. Why? She could have brought her parents, brother, vision, but she chose to bring her sons. That doesn't make sense at all. After if you watch the episode 8 I of didn't Wanda even feel a sense of pittiness at the end when the other Wanda consoles her. It was so badly written. If she comes back, she has to get some flaws in her magic and some limitations, and that's tough because how will they explain what happened to her other powers in a sense which can be acceptable? The only way which I guess can be is the number of powers she uses, the more her body will get weakened, suffering from pain, and may also lead to death. How can this be used? I will tell you when I try to fix. If I got the chance to write the new character arc for Wanda, firstly, Wanda would have her all powers, but after the Dark World got destroyed, her powers granted by the Dark World is slowly eating away her body. She can only use limited powers, her old ones. But if she tries to use any other power granted by the Dark World, this would accelerate that process and she would suffer with pain and may cause death. So she decides to not use those powers, and I will keep here a long pause because if she comes back before Kang Dynasty, she would use her old powers in such a way that we have never seen before. But when she uses her one of the new powers for story related reasons, that would actually increase the rate of the eating up. She would actually feel the pain. Then, in Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars, as it will be difficult for Avengers to defeat the variant of Kang, and her old powers are just not enough. She decides to use her other powers because that is what requires. This would require strong courage from her, but she shows the courage, defeats the powerful version of Kang. Afterwards, because of using her new powers at once, her body will start to break apart from inside. This would be in pain, and she would die in front of Clint because she knows him well. She would die not peacefully like Tony Stark, but with pain and suffering among the Avengers. This will be my way of writing her redemption arc. As you know, I will kill her at the end, but it is because Wanda has gone through many tough times. She lost her parents, brother, vision, corrupted herself due to the Darkhold, all of this alone and no one stood by her to support her. That road was played for some time by Clint, but after him no one had come up. She has lost a lot, got into a dark way. Now she just dared for survival. Her death would be iconic because now she will soon be free of her trauma and will reunite with her parents, brother, and vision. But for that, she sacrifices herself to defeat an enemy who seeks evilness. How did you guys like my writing for Wanda? Please do leave a comment, like the video, share it to your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we are Iron Bat.